Good morning. How are we doing? Say hello when you're here. We're going to do lots of chest opening today and strengthening through your mid to upper back so that you can stay nice and open with your chest open. As always, just check in with how you feel, work within your boundaries, and don't do any movements that you know that you're not meant to do. We will check in anyway to see how you're feeling, and don't forget, like, your boundaries change every day. So some days you might feel like you can conquer the world. Some days you feel like you can't conquer a molehill, and that's so cool. And it's even better to be able to notice where you're at and then work within that. And then that mountain will feel like it could be bigger, so you can climb higher. And that molehill might also feel a little bit bigger. So you're working within, it's what I call your window of tolerance. Start lying down on your backs and we'll get going. For anyone that questions it, someone did the other day. I think it's reversed in here. My mug says water mug. Lots of people are like, what does the bottom of your mug say? Water mug. Okay, on your backs, nice deep breaths. And try and send your breath down into your lower belly. Take a moment to check in. So how are you feeling today? And let's break that right down. So how are you feeling physically? You might need a little wiggle to work out how you are feeling physically. And then how are you feeling on the inside, mentally, emotionally? Try and answer that from your heart and your body, not from your head. Your head might want to tell you different stories. And then I think the most important question is, what are you going to do for yourself today? And then it's time to get moving. So we're just going to check in first of all with how your shoulders are feeling. So if you go arms up to the ceiling, keep your shoulders nice and heavy to the mat. And just bring one arm to your hip, one arm back behind you. And switching. Just keep on switching. Do they click? Do they crack? Do they feel good? Do they feel tight? Let's change that up. So arms back up in front, open into a T shape. See how it feels. See how much of a stretch you get across your chest. Okay. And then I want you to place your hands on your opposite elbows and then switch your hands around so that your opposite forearm is in front of you. It's like when you cross your arms and you do it what feels the wrong way. Keep your shoulder blades really heavy and just little circles in front of you. Keep them small and controlled. Reverse back the other way. And just let them settle down. Shoulders at this time of year do get really tight, and we do get really round shouldered. I think more because we're like huddling from the cold. So we're gonna just kind of massage them, I guess it is. Use, let's say, left hand on your right shoulder And find that muscle at the top of your shoulders, your trapezius. You can do this all sorts of ways. You can squeeze into it. You can just gently rub into it. Don't put too much pressure into it, but just get it moving, get it opening. You can move your arm around as you do this. It's just getting a chance for that blood to flow to the muscles. Giving it that little bit of love and attention that it might need. Come down to the top of your shoulder, around your collarbone, around your collarbone. Just wiggle it. Wiggle, wiggle, open it up. Okay, and then switching over, so other hand on the opposite shoulder. Squidging, wiggling, putting a little bit of pressure into it, just get your shoulder moving and opening. Using your breath is really important, so a nice slow, kind of low, deep belly breath is going to help to keep everything relaxed and soft. Okay. Cool. Your head is obviously very close to your neck and shoulders, so we're going to do a neck release. It's really small movements. Start really small and you can then gradually add to it. So the back of your head is really heavy into the mat, so you're just allowing gravity to drop your head down. Keep your neck nice and long, with a slight, really slight tuck of your chin into your chest, just so that you find that space and length through the back of your neck. Soften your eyes. Soften your jaw. Find a little bit of space between those back teeth. And then keep this movement so tiny. Just gently let your head roll to the left and to the right. You'll feel like your head is barely moving. Go back to that low, slow, deep breath. And then as everything starts to soften, you can make it a little bit bigger. Rolling one way, rolling the other way. You might start to feel a bit of a stretch and an opening through your neck. And back to the centre. Last one for your neck. So the back of your head stays down in contact with your mass beneath you. Just let your chin roll into your chest. You're lengthening the whole way through your spine. And then let your head roll back. Chin into your chest. Head rolls back. Chin into your chest. Head rolls back. Chin in. Head rolls. Chin in. Head rolls. One last one. Chin in. Head rolls back. Back to the centre. Arms to the ceiling. Shoulders are nice and heavy. Unfold your arms into a T shape. And then we're going to spiral your hands. So your hands roll one way, your arms will spiral. And then you're going to roll back the other way. And rolling one way. So as your palms roll kind of forwards, you'll get quite rounded into your shoulders, forwards. And then as your hands roll back, your chest will open back. Coming forwards. And backwards. Coming forwards. And back. A couple more of these. One way. Back the other way. And then keep your arms out in a T shape. If that means just having your elbows resting down, that's cool. If you can get down to the tips of your fingers down, that's cool too. And you're going to gently roll your head over to the left. Reach your right fingers further away. Feel that stretch or that opening up into your neck, into your shoulder. You could roll, that same rolling motion we've just done, your right hand. And there's something about this that makes me want to yawn. Can't explain it. Happens every time. And then back to the centre. You're going to roll your head to the right. Left fingers reach. That might be enough. Or rolling your left palm. And then back to the centre. Beautiful. Right, chest opening. Let's add to it a little bit. Come onto your side. You want to have your head supported, so you might want to have a cushion underneath your head. Well, the sofa will do a good job. Knees are bent, and you're going to have your top knee on the floor in front of you. Arms are out in front. Your top hand can come onto your top shoulder if this is too much. So you can either do elbow tapping down to the floor and opening back, or you can do a long arm, opening back. Your knee stays down as your anchor. And then coming in, opening back. And coming in. Couple more of these. Feel that opening from your breastbone across your armpit down to the tips of your fingers. And then in. Stay on this side, either hand on your shoulder or a long arm. Think of front crawl motion. So your arm or elbow comes down to your hip, your knee stays down, you circle back behind you, and then round and in. I'm going to stay with hand on my shoulder for this one. Circling back and round. So you'll get that kind of opening and sway through your chest as your arm comes back. And then reverse the other way. So either long arm or hand on your shoulder. Keep your knee down. Going back, so backstroke, is going to be more than likely tighter because we don't do this movement much. One last one. And then release. So from here, we're just going to do a really quick stretch for the front of your thigh. You can use a band or a belt if needs be. I want you to hook your heel or hook the front of your ankle, heel to your bum, and then wiggle into it. A flexed foot makes it stronger, a tucked pelvis, so drawing your pubic bone forwards will make it stronger. So whilst this isn't physically opening your chest, when we get rounded forwards, we quite often tend to shorten through these muscles that we're opening now. So it's just giving the whole of the front of your body a chance to open up. And wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay, release that leg. We're going to do it on the other side. So we're rolling over when you're ready. And make sure that your head's resting or is supported. Top knee or knees bent, top knee on the floor in front. Either long arms or hand on your shoulder. Opening back behind you, keep your knee down. And then coming in. And then back. And in. Find that opening from your breastbone across your armpit to the tips of your fingers. One more of these and then we're going to go into, well, there's lots of different things you can call it. So either hand on your shoulder or long arm. Think front crawl first of all. Keep your knee down. Find that rotation and opening through your shoulder. Different names for this one. Round the world. Lazy angel. What else do people call it? Chalk circle. Big circles with your arm. Reverse the other way. Okay, one last one. And then you can, as you come past, hook your ankle, come into a quad stretch. Flexed foot, tucked butt. Flexed foot, tucked pelvis makes it a stronger opening. Wiggle your leg. Open it up. Okay, cool. That's it. 2 more deep breaths here. And last one. Release your leg. So we have opened your chest. We now want to find a bit of strength through the back of your body to keep your chest open, get those muscles activating. You're going to roll onto your front. Pop your cushion to one side, you don't need it. And you're going to have your elbows underneath your shoulders, fingers out in front. Okay, when we're here, you want to keep a really strong tuck of your pelvis. So gently squeeze your bum cheeks, draw your belly button up to your spine. Shoulder blades draw down your back. And I want you to just push your forearms into the floor. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Feel your mid-back switching on. So you've got a squeeze of your bum cheek, belly button to your spine. If this is too much, have your hands further forwards. And you can do a little lift here. Or you could do arms out in front, shoulders stay connected, and a little lift here that will take pressure off your lower back. So, your mid-back is working, your collarbones are really open here. Your chest is really open. Just let your chest sink down. Shoulder blades squeeze in towards each other, not to your shoulders. No. Shoulder blades squeeze in towards each other, not up to your ears. So your shoulder blades squeeze in, you come down, you can push back up. Shoulder blades squeeze in towards each other, push back up. So you're protracting and retracting your shoulder blades. The back of your head stays drawing back. Couple more. And then Release off. Pop back into a child's pose. Bum back towards heels. Feet together, knees wide. Breathing into it. And then onto all fours. So on all fours, ideally flat hands with wide fingers, but you can go onto your knuckles. You could go onto your forearms. It'll be a bit more challenging to do so though. Okay, so nice tuck of your pelvis. Shoulder blades are connected down your back. Lift of your chest, back of your head drawing towards the ceiling. I want you to just, without shifting anything, lift one hand up to your chest and then back down, and then the other side to your chest and back down. Every time you reset your shoulder blades, connect them down. You also have like a little squeeze of your armpits, so there's muscles around the sides of your ribs work. You can stick with these, or we can add to them. So to add to them, you're going to connect your shoulder blades. Shoulder blades stay down your back. Your shoulders do not come to your ears. And you just extend forwards and in. So this is going to very much depend on the movement you have in your shoulders. If you come too high and your shoulder comes to your ear, you've gone too far. So just lifting and reaching. Every time your hand comes down, your fingers are spread wide, give you a good base of support. Cool. One more each side. And then release off. Come to seated. I don't mind how you sit as long as your spine is really tall. Lengthen through your spine. Open your chest. We're going to do one more exercise. It's called dumb waiter. So keep your collarbones open. Keep your rib cage drawing down. And you're going to have your palms facing up towards the ceiling. Your elbows won't necessarily touch your waist, but keep them squeezing in so your collarbones shine wide. And you're just going to open out to the side and then come back in. Open out and then coming back in. As your arms open out, your shoulder blades squeeze towards each other. And release. Open. Release. Squeeze your elbows in. Having your little fingers a little bit higher than your thumbs makes it stronger. Some people can't get that rotation, that's fine. Okay. You're going to open out, shoulder blades are squeezing in, collarbones nice and wide. Extend your arms out and in, release. Open, extend, in, release. Open, extend, in, release. Open, extend your shoulder blades, stay connected so you can still keep a bend in your elbows. Rotate your palms one way, rotate your palms the other. You should feel your mid-back working still. Connect through your abs a little bit. If your shoulders stay low, you can go to long arms. Keep your shoulder blades squeezing. And then coming back in. Release. One more thing here. So, you won't have weights next to you today, but you could do this with weights. So you open, shoulder blades connect, elbows stay squeezing in, and then just lift and lower. So imagine if you had, I don't know, a kilo weight, 2 kilo weights or something. So you've got now your back line working through your back, the backs of your arms, your triceps, and the fronts of your arms, your biceps. With a nice open chest, nice and tall posture. And then release. Shake your arms up, just come up and over with one arm. And then release, last one, up and over. Shake your arms out, shake your neck out, release it all off. And you are good to go for the rest of your day. Good job. What was I going to share with you? Next Wednesday, I'm hosting a masterclass all about pain and how to become friends with your pain and why we have pain and everything about pain. I will pop the link in the comments below. Come and join. It's going to be super fascinating, and you will get so much from it. I will see you next Thursday. Have a fabulous week. Sending you so much love.